Hi all, welcome to Parker's Reefs. On today's episode, we're going to start a playlist which is touring around Melbourne's local fish stores. I'm going to start off with Bunurong Aquarium, who's been more than generous enough to offer up this Tunzi NanoStream 6055 wave pump, valued at around 300 Australian dollars, maybe even a bit more. This is going to be given away to a viewer. All you need to do to enter is to comment in the video below or across any of this playlist to say which local fish store you like the most and why. What advantage do they have over an online store? So big shout out to Bunurong for offering up such a amazing prize to our viewers. If you like this sort of thing, be sure to like the video, and when you go into your local fish store, be sure to say that you saw the store on Parker's Reefs, and the more traction we get, the more prizes we'll be able to give away. So keep that in mind. But only other thing I'd like to say is I've taken on board the feedback from our Sydney local fish shop crawl, and I've shortened the videos down so that we've just got one store per video, and that way we can spend a bit more time on each video or each store. So yeah, nothing more to say other than sit back and enjoy Bunurong Aquarium. Okay, so let's kick this Melbourne local fish store tour off with Bunurong Aquarium, which, as you can see, is right down in the southeast side of Melbourne. And it's a little bit of a drive from my place in Geelong, but it's well worth the drive. Every time I go there, I leave with a smile on my face. You can see on the sign there that it's been around since 1988. And Brett and the crew there, in my opinion, really embody what a local fish store needs to be, particularly in this modern age of online shops and pricing and stuff like that. These guys have a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of experience, and have all of the equipment that you could ever really need on hand in store. A range of brands, everything that would make it a one-stop shop, including a whole range of fish and coral and other livestock, obviously. We just walk in, you can see here instantly you're greeted with some cool display tanks. You see some of the freshwater stuff here. I'm going to sort of gloss over that pretty quickly because you know what I always say about being Parker's Reefs, not Parker's Rivers. But even some of the freshwater planted tanks like this here on display are worth a sight. They're pretty tanks. You can see a whole range of tanks and stands and hoods of various brands, different countries of manufacturing, all available there, including some more cool display planted tanks there, which I couldn't help but make sure I checked them out. Here we got a range of, I believe that's a Waterbox tank and an Evolution Aqua. Some of the new ready-made tanks on the market. They've got some of those there on display, so you can check out the fit and finish and have a look at the sumps and whatever else you want to do before purchasing on that. You see, as usual, a cool range of freshwater ornaments, including some skulls and plants and things. And one thing I should point out, the Bunurong actually has a huge range of reptiles as well, and we'll check out some of the snakes a bit later, but they've got suitable enclosures for these animals and foods as well, obviously. Got a nice custom acrylic Bashi sump up there on display. There's another Evolution Aqua with some more common equipment in there, including your new Red Sea skimmers, Tunzi skimmers, light reactors. I'm just going to quickly go past some of the dry goods on display here. You can see a number of brands from Seachem to Eheim to Aquaforest, including all their foods, their supplements. There's some more there from Red Sea and some Aquaforest gear again. Here's a little Pico they've got on display on their counter. Just got some elegance and I think there's some Recordias in there. Now we come around, you can see some of the reptiles here, which is, like I said, something that makes me a little nervous. Snakes definitely bring the hairs on the back of my neck stand up, and there's some exotic ones here, which is, always something different to see. I can't find any there. Oh, that guy's on the move. Yeah, that makes me nervous as hell. I've saw a snake getting fed once at a friend's house, and I could not believe how quickly it moved. So ever since then, I like to keep my distance. And look at that guy. That is, when they're bright coloured like that knows you've got to stay away from them. I'm sure that's not the case, but that's what my sort of Neanderthal brain tells me. So let's move away from these snakes before I need a change of underwear. Check out this Biopod aquarium here. This is something that I've been umming and ahhing about this for a long time. I'm really keen on those biopods. I love the way that you have the fish down the bottom in the sealed sort of aquarium part, and then the plants growing up out of it. There's some more Evolution Aqua tanks there with some of the new NIOS torque reactors, the different sized reactors and the bases, obviously. Here's a nifty little self-sufficient waterfall, which I guess would be really cool in a frog enclosure. And here's some more of these reptile enclosures here. What do we got here? Some cool little lizards, maybe some geckos. I couldn't help but go, I thought if I go to Bunurong Aquarium, I need to show you everything they have. So, there's another one of those super weird looking snakes that, I'm going to show you on screen, but I'm going to get out of there as quick as I can. Anyway, this is, as we say, Parker's Reef, so let's get on to some marine life. You see some invert tanks here, there's some starfish up there. In here, there was a bunch of different shrimps, including glass shrimps, which something that is usually really common, but I haven't seen it in an aquarium for quite a while. They're great little feeder shrimp, and even little cleanup crew, but predominantly feeder shrimp, because they're just so easy to get, and they I guess they must be relatively easy to eat. All right, let's have a look. There's a bunch of chromis, some yellow tangs. What else have we got here? Good to see a lot of yellow tangs about, despite the concerns. And some coral, some deshies there. Good range of deshies. Some heliofungies. Looks like some plate fungies, elegans. Onto some euphilia there. What else can we find? Back to some fish. Okay, so we got some dartfish there. There's some damsels. There's a very red flame angel. Very, very vibrant red. I'm not even trying to find him again. No, that's okay. I should also point out at this point in time that poor Brett, because it is so far from Geelong to Frankston, I left it first thing in the morning and got there literally as they were unlocking the door. So I've walked in while these poor guys are still setting up. I apologise in advance for that, but I had a lot of stores to get to this day. I wanted to get as much footage as I could for you guys on the channel. So that's just the way things are. So I've adjusted the light so you can see the display tanks as nicely as possible. This Red Sea Max tank here, I think it's a 500 or maybe even a 650, has this wicked, I'm not sure what that coral is back there, the red and green stripe with like the yellow eyes. I'm not sure if it's type of acan or it looks like an acan to me. Had such a striking colour blend to it. And then that huge bubble coral in the middle there is something to see. Really nice war coral on the side there. And I say everyone's favourite, my favourite anyway, nice bit of Dulles growing out of the centre. Okay, so we got some Anthias here. That was a nice Scopaz tang. What have we got down in this one? Everyone's favourite, the clownfish. Good variety of clowns there. Some wrasse in there. Looks like a dotty back. Yellow tang, a goatfish. What's that guy there? Looks like another goatfish. Looks like an eel hiding in under the rocks there. There's a trigger and, looks like a coral cod. What a stunning fish. Not something you see in the aquarium trade very often, I guess, because they're pretty aggressive and they get huge. But have a look at the colours on him. Such a stunning fish. Almost makes you want to set up a large predator tank, but I'll probably be pushing my marriage a bit far if I set up another tank. All right, we've got some Anthias in there. Looks like some gobies, other types of Anthias. Two-tone Anthias there, actually, which I believe my friend Evan Luau was looking for those, so I might get in touch with him. There's a cool hawkfish. Okay, on to the SBS tanks here, where I promised myself I wasn't going to buy anything on this tour, but I couldn't help but purchase a large colony of what we call pink fireworks here in Australia. It's a beautiful SBS colony, and this will make our American viewers cringe. It costs 45 Australian dollars, so about $30 US for a colony the size of, I don't know, I guess my palm, of fresh, beautiful Australian SBS. I've seen some frags of this stuff go in America for crazy dollars. So when we get the opportunity to buy a colony like that for those kind of dollars, I can't help but jump on it. All right, let's check out some remainder of the fish. We saw some blue tangs there, and then we got onto some freshwater ones here. There is a fish down here I'm sure that I wanted to show because it was something a bit unique. Where is he? Oh, there's a big Oscar. He's pretty cool. Another Oscar. I think they're Oscars. Tell me if I'm wrong, people. What do we got there? Oh, yeah, there's some bristle nose. I think Brett said that he had some L67 bristlenose. Hopefully there's some freshwater fans on the channel that'll be able to tell me whether that was correct or not. There's a neat little planted display just sitting up there on the shelf with the Kessel lighting it up. Another one there, cool little goosenecks. And here's this display area where they've got like a TV showing how to set up a planted tank. Here's your beta cylinders, so you can have a look at all the different betas they've got on hand. Nice variety. I often say how I like betas because they photograph so well. It's probably handy that they're kept in such small little tanks that you can shoot away without having to chase them around. This long claw, I think it's long claw yabby. It's just something you don't see every day, and have a look how bright blue those claws are. What do we got? Long claw prawn, my apologies, not a yabby. And what's this? A big Saratoga, I think. They're a stunning fish. I can see why people are drawn to them. They've just got a real presence about them. Get down here. I'm not sure what those guys are, but they're giving me the eye, so I'll keep moving. All right, we're pretty well starting to sum up what Bunurong we've got. It's difficult to show this store in video because it's quite a large store, and they've got so many sort of nooks and crannies of various livestock and bits and pieces there. I basically want to finish off by just pointing out every time I've gone to Bunurong, the crew there are so... we've got some more marine fish here. The crew are always so willing to chat and talk about my tank, and the other thing that always makes me impressed is they're always willing to cut a deal. They know that I've come all the way from Geelong, so it's about a 2.25 hour drive, and they're always wanting to make my trip worthwhile. They're showing me new bits and pieces that are in, showing me some corals that other people have not had the opportunity to see, or if they have, they just haven't seen it for what it really is. And they always look after me on the best deal. So it's a store that I don't get to all that often because it's massively long drive from my place. But every time I do go there, I really enjoy it. And have a look at that bright yellow Samacora in that tank. I've got a couple of frags of that. Well, maybe not that specific one in my house and or in my frag tank, and it's a stunning piece. But yeah, that's probably all I've got for Bunurong Aquarium. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for the next Melbourne local fish store to be reviewed soon. Cheers.